Good morning, my anxious friends. It is me, Anxious Bob, and I am out here today taking a little break at the park. It's 27 degrees out here and it was snowing, so I came out here to just kind of enjoy the snow a little bit. As you can see, it stopped and did absolutely nothing. There's no snow to be seen anywhere. But for a southern boy, I don't see a lot of snow. 27 degrees is freaking freezing, so you know this isn't going to be a very long video. I know some of you up north are laughing at me. Y'all are in like flip-flops and shit when it's 27 degrees, but not me. It's cold. So anyway, today something really important, and this is such an exciting stage, or this is such an exciting step in your recovery. Okay, hopefully you watched my first two videos. If you haven't, go back and do it, because that's how you build the foundation to get to what we're talking about today. If you haven't implemented the two things in video 1 and controlling your thoughts in video 2, then you're probably not quite ready for this video here. But go ahead and watch it, then go back, watch the other ones, and you can start on it today. So today's step into getting better is learning that you, starting today, are now in control of yourself. Anxiety is no longer in control of yourself. It is you. All right, what do I mean by this? Well, it's pretty obvious to a lot of people, but we don't realize how much we accommodate our anxiety. Our lives are structured around our anxiety, and that's bullshit. We got to stop that. That's unacceptable to live your life based off of what your anxiety allows you to do. And we don't even realize it half the time. I never realized it. It took me forever to realize just how much, even when I thought I was doing well, even when I started my recovery process and started beating anxiety, I didn't realize how much I accommodated my anxiety. So things like this: you've got to run a quick errand, you need to go to the post office. Well, feeling a little anxious, I'm having some symptoms, so I'll just go do that in like an hour or so. No big deal. It's not going to affect my day. Okay, well, you just accommodated your anxiety. You should have gone up, you should have been able to go to the post office right then when you knew you had to, but you let your anxiety tell you, nah, I'm going to wait. And the problem with that is, one, you're not in control. Anxiety is in control. But two, every time you do that, we've talked about this in previous videos, every time you do that, you give credibility to your anxiety, and it strengthens it, and it makes it harder and harder and harder to beat it. Now, a lot of you, and where I was, have already gotten to that point. We've already let anxiety, beat us, so to speak, and we've got to stop that. Okay, so this again isn't something you just snap your fingers and say, oh great, so from now on I'm just going to go do what I want to do and anxiety is going to go away. That's not what I'm talking about. But what I'm talking about is I'm going to stand up, my freaking butt's frozen. I'm sitting on this concrete slab and literally my ass is frozen. So what I'm talking about is just start recognizing how much you alter your life on a daily basis. And for some people, that means they won't even get out of bed in the morning. And trust me, I've been there. I went where I couldn't get out of my house for days because of my anxiety. For some people, that means they're living a pretty normal life, but they will structure their work around their anxiety, or doing daily tasks. So starting today, I want you to start realizing how much you accommodate for your anxiety, and it should be pretty eye-opening to you because we do it all the time. Then I want you to realize that you now have the tools. If you go back and you implement the things that we talked about in videos 1 and 2, then you now have the tools to start taking control of your life. You now have the tools to say, okay, anxiety is no longer going to control me. Now, it's not going to be perfect in the beginning. You're still going to have setbacks. That's just part of this. Anxiety is tough. It's hard to beat, and it fights back. But you have the tools to deal with it. When those thoughts start coming into your head, you now know how to attack those thoughts. You know how to label the thoughts, and you know how to file them aside. You know what to do with them. so your brain doesn't try to make something up, right? You now know that you are strong, brave, and courageous as opposed to weak and little. We talked about that in video 1. So you have the tools to start challenging this and start taking your life back from anxiety. And it's super empowering. The more you do it, the more empowered you get, and the more your anxiety starts lessening. All right, guys, I'm freezing. I'm about to jump in the car. Listen, love yourselves. You're amazing. Be kind to others and start taking control of your lives. Talk to you tomorrow.